I'm Dakota Kim, author of Bombshell Bakers, a pinup cookbook, and I'm here with Calamity Chang, a burlesque performer and producer in New York, to talk about the book. Calamity, can you tell us a little bit about what Bombshell Bakers is all about?
Bombshell Baker is an amazing cookbook featuring burlesque performers in New York City, some of the most beautiful and most glamorous. It is also a cookbook that features best recipes from all of our favorite bakeries in New York City.
And what did you think when you first heard about the idea of Bombshell Bakers?
When I first heard about this cookbook, I was thrilled. This is like a perfect thing for me. It combines two of my favorite things, baking and burlesquing.
Calamity, what's the connection between sweet things and burlesque for you?
Well, I am so glad you asked me that because I think baking and burlesquing have one thing in common, and that is pleasure of the senses. Baking is about taste, burlesquing is about visual pleasure. And burlesque is seductive, it's fun, it's high-spirited, and eating and baking, tasting sweet foods like this, it's all about pleasing your mouth. Mmm.
I might have to have one of those.
Yes, it's delicious.
So tell us a little bit more about how you personally got into burlesque.
Well, I got involved in burlesque through the burlesque school in New York City that's founded by Joe Boobs. I took the essential burlesque class, and after that, everything just happened. I was completely seduced by the stage and by the glamour and by the fun that we have doing this. And after that, that's where it all happened.
And it's getting so big right now. People like Joe Boobs, who are so talented, started off the scene, and now the scene has exploded and is so huge. Can you tell us a little bit about why you think burlesque is so big at this moment?
I think burlesque has become really popular as an entertainment art form because a lot of women are tired of seeing the same types of female bodies represented in the media. For instance, when I grew up in Texas, that was before magazines would show you how to do makeup for Asian skin tone. So it was really difficult for me to figure out how to do my own makeup and what palettes I should use. But now we see a lot more representation of women of all color and shapes and ages.
And that's definitely going to be reflected in this book. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the ladies who are going to be in this book?
Yes. Some of the featured performers in the burlesque cookbook will be Dame Cucci Frita, Minx Arcana, Veronica Barlow, and Bettina May, who is a vegan burlesque performer. So we will feature recipes that include vegans and non-vegan flavors alike. So Dakota, there must be so much involved in getting this cookbook together. What are some of the responsibilities that you and Lauren have to be doing?
So Lauren and I have so many responsibilities. Besides doing the fundraising for this book, we also have to rent heavy lighting equipment and haul it around the city in cars. We have to, on the day of the shoot, do so much prepping and preparing the girls for everything, preparing the bakeries, preparing the food. It's really a lot of work, and then afterwards it's not over. There's paying for graphic design, there's paying for a website, there's paying for the printing of the book. So it really is a labor of love.
It really is. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it because this is going to be such a beautiful book, and it's really going to showcase some of the best and most beautiful burlesque stars in New York making gorgeous desserts from your favorite bakeries.
It's also an amazing opportunity for you to support two art forms at the same time, the culinary arts and the burlesque striptease arts. And it's true because a lot of the performers I know love to cook and to bake. For instance, one of the featured performers in the burlesque cookbook is Dame Cucci Frita.
Such a good
She is
cook.
an amazing cook, and she only cooks at home, but this is a great opportunity for her to feature some of her crazy baking skills along with her burlesque skills.
And her name itself means...
Give me pork fried rice. Crazy girl.
She's not just eating pork, she's eating the sweets up like crazy, and she's going to show you some of her favorite recipes in this book. We're going to go eat the rest of this cake.
That's right.